Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and, excuse me. I figured I'd let you guys know that, I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to record actual reactions, because for the most part this week, I am, on night shift. So even if the kids were able to go outside, I wouldn't have very much time before I'd have to go into work. So when it comes to recording stuff, let's see. Let me check my schedule real quick. Actually, I have Thursday and Friday off. However, one of my coworkers, one of the assistant managers, ended up getting into a car accident on her way to a doctor's appointment during her shift. The idiot who hit her, totaled her car. He took off and ran right afterwards. He got out of the car and just ran. And thankfully he was caught. And the thing is that he already had some offenses on him at the time, so I can see why he ran. He wouldn't want to get caught with that stuff. And I'm thinking that some of the offenses were like drug related or something. But yeah, thankfully she's alive, obviously. She is not too badly hurt considering her car was totaled. But she is obviously still recovering from it. She's sore, she just needs to rest. And currently I have to cover her shift tomorrow, so instead of working the morning shift, I work her closing shift tomorrow. As for how long she's going to be out, that's the reason why I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to record. Worst case scenario, I might have to cover her shift on Thursday, which I am off that day. Friday is covered since she's not working that day anyway. But I don't know how this week is going to go. So I will have to keep you guys updated on whether I can get anything done, and if I can get something done, then I'll definitely record Kill la Kill. I'll record some more Demon Slayer. I'll try and get as much as I can recorded, but I can't make any promises. So for those of you who have been asking me to do more Dragon Ball Z Kai, more Kill la Kill, stuff like that, I will do my best. I just can't make any promises due to this whole situation going on. But my youngest nephew starts school back on the 9th. And whenever my oldest one starts, he's going to be having to get on the bus and then getting off the bus. So I'm going to have to work my schedule around that. Because my mom can't always be... Mom can't always be home because her unemployment's going to be stopping soon. So she's going to have to take care of that. So it might fall onto me, once she gets a job, to be able to get my eldest nephew on the bus and then be able to get him off the bus. So, worst case, I might have to work in the morning, which would actually work out well, to be completely honest with you. Because, yeah, my youngest nephew would be getting done at his school at 1, so that would kind of work out, but I don't know who would be bringing him home because he doesn't ride the bus. He's too young for the bus. He's in another program where he gets dropped off and then picked up by my mom, so, yeah. Anyway, enough about that. I just figured I'd give you guys an update on what's going on, why I haven't been getting any recordings done, reaction-wise. And for those of you who have been subscribing, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it, and I hope you find content on here you like. If you don't see anything you like, let me know what you would want me to record, and I'll do it. Eventually. It just depends on how many people want it, essentially. Because I know a bunch of people have been asking me for One Piece. And I'll get to that as soon as I get done with Dragon Ball Super. Here's hoping I'll be able to get some other shows done at the same time. So, yeah. Anyway, this is going to be my review for Dragon Ball Z Kai, the final chapters, episode 6. This episode is Gohan being a teacher. Teaching Goten and Videl how to fly. Obviously, like her father, she does not know about ki, about energy attacks, stuff like that. So, she's just a straight up human that doesn't know anything about anything supernaturally related to fighting. At least she is willing to learn and not accepting it completely as a trick or fake, or like her father does, because he's not even willing to even accept that it could be a possibility. Though later on, apparently, he does assume that humans have always had the ability to fly, they just need to learn, which you kind of could say that. But it's not, it's part of that anyway. Anyway, yeah, first off, he's got to teach Videl how to do energy control, because once she does that, and it gets to the point where she can do it just on instinct, essentially, flying will be a lot more easier, and even possibly, well, it definitely would be a lot easier if you can, control energy. And he shows her, and she actually is apparently a fast learner and a quick, essentially a natural at it, despite thinking that it's all a trick up until that point. Sorry. Anyway, she's able to learn how to do the energy thing, and then when he starts teaching them how to fly, it gets a little bit more difficult because she's kind of being, a little bit rigid. She needs to, I would say, using her energy to try and lift herself up on the ground and picture herself flying. That's what I would do anyway. But yeah, thankfully Goten's essentially even more of a natural at it, because he's been able to use energy a lot longer, or probably since a very young age, essentially. I'm assuming 3 or 4 or something. So it's a lot easier for him, but after a bit, Videl's actually able to do it for a little bit. But obviously that's going to take more time and practice to be able to get the real hang of it and be able to do all the trick flying and stuff. After this, they stop for lunch, and we find out that Videl's family is obviously loaded, and which makes perfect sense considering Mr. Satan is the martial arts tournament champion and has, I'm guessing, all kinds of business deals, all kinds of things that get him money. So it makes sense that they are loaded. Even though the guy is obviously a coward and a big fat liar who takes credit for things that he does not do, obviously. But yeah, it makes perfect sense as to why they have so much money, and Chi-Chi is getting all excited about this and asking Gohan, well, when are you two lovebirds gonna tie the knot? And I'm like, they aren't even dating. Don't get ahead of yourself. You have to date for at least a while first before you get engaged and get married. But apparently they don't know that, because that's essentially what Chi-Chi and Goku did. They essentially knew each other as kids, didn't date, then got engaged and got married. So yeah, that's kind of doesn't apply to them. And Gohan obviously freaks out accordingly, because I think anybody would react the same way as don't say that, we're not even dating. And Videl doesn't seem to really care either way. She's not really getting angry about that or embarrassed or anything, so she's kind of indifferent. And later on, when Videl's heading home for the day, Gohan essentially tells her, you might want to cut your hair, because you might want to get a haircut, essentially. And she thinks that it's because he likes girls with short hair. So she possibly might have a thing for him, slightly, because she kind of actually cares what he likes. Because if he was telling her that and she didn't like him, he'd be like, well, why? Okay. Because he essentially told her that, long hair can get caught into... It can get in your face during a fight. It can be grabbed by the enemy. So it's better to have short hair. And next day, she shows up with short hair. So she took his advice. And she looks good with that short hair. Also, while all this is going on, Piccolo is doing his meditative training. Goku is training in Otherworld with weights on his arms and his legs, each weight weighing 2 tons. King Kai ups it to 10 tons a piece, 40 tons, and at first he's weighed down by it, but once he goes Super Saiyan, he's fine with it. He could just train like he was before, which freaks out the South Kai and his friend, whatever you want to call him. So yeah, they obviously don't even join the tournament because they know they can't win. So yeah, that's what Yoko's been doing this whole time, is training. Excuse me. Anyway, while this is going on, Vegeta and Trunks are in the gravity room, and Trunks is trying to, walk around in the gravity, and it's 150 times gravity. And he's having a hard time of it, obviously. And Vegeta tells him, yeah, don't get in here, this isn't a place to play, it's too much for you. And I can understand that he's in Super Saiyan form training, so I wonder how it would affect him in his base form. But what Vegeta wasn't expecting was that Trunks can go Super Saiyan now. So he goes Super Saiyan, and he's able to run around in the room and everything now. And he actually asks him, is Goten able to become a Super Saiyan too? And he said, yeah, he can. And Vegeta's kind of confused as to how this is possible, because being a Super Saiyan is something that should be very hard to obtain, because there wasn't a Super Saiyan for, 1,000 years or something? Between the last one and before Goku became one? Something like that? But yeah, now it's just so easy for the kids to do it, because apparently, from what my fiance told me, it gets easier for every Saiyan to become a Super Saiyan after Goku became one. It became a little bit hard. It was a little hard for Vegeta. It became a little bit easier for Gohan, and now for the kids, they just become like it's nothing. Or rather, they don't have to go through the emotional turmoil that Goku went through in order to become a Super Saiyan, because it took Krillin's dying a second time for him to go to Super Saiyan. And Vegeta gives him an ultimatum. If you can hit me on my face, I'll take you to the amusement park. And he's actually able to do it, and when Vegeta gets hit, he's gonna retaliate by instinct and hit back. And that's what he does. And, I actually posed a question in the reaction. Who do you think is a better father? Goku, Vegeta, or Piccolo, a father figure for Gohan? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. I know I should have posed this question at the beginning of the episode, but whatever. And, yeah. This is the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, and you haven't already subscribed, feel free to do so. And I will see you guys next time.